discernment, how to release the deception, to tune into truth. Now, this is what we constantly need to be doing if we wish to spiritually whole. Such an exciting time in space. So when you're jumping on, I want you to like, subscribe, say hi, share where you're watching from. Uh, there is so much magic already in this 2024 year. I'm so excited. So who's watching? Hey, Karen. Okay. Okay, so today's live stream. Now, I am trying to live stream on Instagram. So if you are tuning in from Instagram, say hi in the comments. I want to see if it pops up here in my comment section. Okay, now we are all here for a reason. You are right here tuning in for a reason. Something within has guided you here. You may be just meeting me today. So for those that don't know myself, I'm Nadine. I am an Ascension teacher. I have spent the last 5 years, got some distractions out there, on this ascension path, initiated through Christ to remember who I am as the Christ. It's a crazy, amazing journey. And now I know my mission is to find those beings that incarnated for big things, those earth angels, and to give them the knowledge so they can choose to go within and learn who they really are. Unlocking the truth within. And we do that by freeing ourselves from the separation. So part of my mission, my journey, part of where I'm speaking from right now is 0 Point, the God source, the one. Now, this isn't the God of the Bible. This is very, very different. The God of the Bible is a symbol of ego, your lower self. Okay. So I'm here to connect you with your higher self. I'm here to share with you sacred knowledge, wisdom that has been hidden, suppressed, that's never existed on this planet before. So you can know what it takes. I'm here to bring order in this realm of chaos. But at the end of the day, things do seem very, very chaotic. Okay. Now, all this chaos outside ourselves is because we haven't balanced within. So there is a very simple way to do this. And I'm here to support those that choose. And now this is the chosen. This is the true chosen. True chosen are the ones who choose to arm themselves with these spiritual tools from Christ, from the God source, so they can be spiritually whole. So I appreciate greatly if you can share this wherever you're watching from. If you could just take a moment, share this, because we need to awaken the world. We need to put this knowledge out in front of those beings that need to see it, because it's all of us together that is going to create this new earth, this new world. And it starts by you going within. It starts by you sowing the seeds. Okay? Because right now, in this realm of separation, there is a whole heap of star seeds, God seeds, that are buried, dark. I just went, hang on, you have some water. So, hey, Karen, Angie, Heather, Tanya, Sue, Dee. Oh my God, girls, it's so good to have you here. And if you're watching the replay, comment, okay? Because this is all about anchoring to this frequency. So, right now in this world, in the realm of separation, for some reason, I'm just seeing deception and I'm seeing devil energy. That's something I've been working with a lot this week. So this devil is just, it's life, but it's, hang on, so I'm seeing distraction and I'm seeing anti-life. So the darkness. So right here we have the Christ, we have the Antichrist. We have the light, we have the dark. Where are we going, Spirit? So there has been a whole lot of stuff that has been put in my field, but this has to happen. Hey, Marvin, this has to happen. We have to struggle. We have to fall over. We have to see the darkness right in front of our face because that illuminates to us where we need to focus our energy to release those energetic blocks, aka the separation. So we have the wholeness, the one, the spiritual son, the Christ, unity. Okay, so this is where I'm speaking from. So I am sharing this information to serve you because the Christ's mission is to share and sacred knowledge and wisdom to empower you, to share with you the truth that it's all within you. And all you need to do is heal, release the separation, release the deception, to tune into a higher truth, to tune into a higher consciousness, guys. I fucking love you. Oops, I've got to try not to swear. I love you guys. It's just a passionate thing. And one of the things that I've had all my life is I see the light within beings. And that's really got me very badly in this lifetime. And I want to know in the comments, are you the same? There's something within you, and you see the best in others, and you want to support them, you want to help them, you want to give. You want to give to them to make them feel better, right? Because of who you are. You're an earth angel. And this has got you very badly wounded. Okay. So the Christ is here to share the knowledge of how to serve those beings outside yourself, serve the external, but by doing it by going within. Okay, Sarah. Hey, Sarah. Nice to see you here, gorgeous. Yeah, so so this is we are at the beginning of something so amazing. So for 5 years, right? I have been from that 2000, February 2019 in my bathtub where our spirit was pushing me, pushing me, pushing me to think bigger, think bigger, think bigger. And my story's somewhere in all these live streams, right? And I'm not going to go back over it. But basically, my future self, Yeshua, was there. The Father was there, and he was like, "Do this, do this, do this." And I'm like, "Oh," and then I kept pushing, and then when I pushed through that resistance, and I allowed myself to let go and trust myself, I was christened. I was like literally baptized in my bathtub. It was really, really strange. And then this is when my journey began. I began receiving the input from spirit over the next 3 days. I went through a series of, I'm not sure what you would call it. Um, I guess it was all a part of this initiation. That's what they're saying. And on the third day, like the second day, I had a crazy ass, very painful Kundalini awakening. And on the third day, I was connected with the God source. And the knowledge that came through, and all this stuff was told to me, what I will do. And I didn't believe it, right? Because it's crazy. But even though that moment in time, what was happening was crazy. So this is all about us trusting ourselves and us following the path to truth. Now, the truth is within you, and spirit wants you to connect. Oh, that's interesting. The Father wants you to connect. Okay. Um, so I had a question the other day, and we are going off track, but we will come back to this. But this is very much needed, or that's what Spirit's bringing up now. Let me have some water. Someone said, why, if it was basically like, this is the way that I perceived the question. It was like, well, why is the female form of Yeshua came through? Why has the feminine aspect of this Yeshua, of the Father, come through? Why didn't he come through? again, now spirit loves to, like, twist things, you know, at the end of the movies where there's, like, a twist and it's like, "Oh my god, I didn't see that coming." That's one of the reasons, but the actual reason is that the mother incarnated in matter, because this is all about the feminine energy. This is all about Sophia, the divine feminine, reuniting with her divine counterpart, with the father, because this is about energetic balance on this planet. And it's been out of balance for forever, right? So now is the time that beings get to see what it looks like. They're saying to venture into the core of creation. Okay, so I'm sure this will all link up. It usually does. So this time is about, now they're bringing up the twin flame, right? This is about bringing balance. And we've got 1-1, we've got 11 people watching, and that was 11-11. That's fucking funny. Oh my god, I'm not doing good with this no swear thing. I'm like, I'm not going to swear. YouTube doesn't like swearing. I'm going to really try. Oh, maybe next week. Okay, so I just, the numbers are being driving me up the wall. Have you guys been seeing like divine numbers, synchronistic numbers, like bang, bang, bang every time you look at the clock? Like I am. It's ridiculous. Um, so this is about, and this is a massive story, and we cannot go into it. This is, but the gist is the father aspect of myself is in spirit in the heavens, right? And anchoring this. The mother is in matter in the physical realm, anchoring this. I'm just saying, now this is the journey. Okay, okay. So this is the journey where you begin this ascent, and you need to balance everything that you are. But there is a very particular way, there is a very particular path, and there is a lot entailed. And I've spent the last 5 years learning through spirit what this entails and actually doing it so I can know it, and learning who I am, unlocking all these. I'm seeing densities, but dimension, but I'm saying the D, these doorways, okay? Unlocking all these doorways, that's what they're saying. And learning from all those frequency bands, growing multidimensionally, to reclaim all of who I am so I can remember. So there's a lot of misinformation and disinformation out there about what this time is. So, but at the end of the day, this time is about you. One, you're led here. You have been led here. Have you been praying? Right? Have you been praying? Like, have you been asking spirit to guide you, to show you where you're meant to be, right? And you found this. Trust that, because I am only here to awaken you to your truth. Like I've done this. I share the cosmic keys to the universe so you can unlock all these doorways for yourself and begin this journey, um, and release the deception. So, okay. So they're talking about this. Okay. So the mother and the father and this creational story. And before there was that physical realm, right? So they bring this up a lot. And so once upon a time, it was just eternal mind. Everything was perfectly ordered in balance. Everything was just absolute balance, right? So this is where I'm speaking from, right? So I've done all that work to balance my masculine and feminine and everything else. Like you have to do everything else to do that. Um, it's like a full balancing act. Okay. So there's a lot of information coming through, right? But this is so important that beings know where this is stemming from, right? So this is from the realm unity, unity consciousness, Christ consciousness, the one. They're saying the eternal mind, the source, where it all originates from. It's the consciousness that creates, right? And right now, in this realm of separation, beings don't know who the hell they are. There's so many blocks, so much separation, so much deception that beings can't tap in to this power, to this force of creation, right? Right now, all of humanity are trapped in these programs that have them creating for the darkness. So originally it was the mother and father balanced, beautiful, in harmony. And they want me to bring up creation again. So the Godhead, the God source, the mother, the father, the child, this creational story, right? Contraception, conception, whatever the hell you want to call it, right? This pattern of creation. The mother, the father come together to create the son, 1, 2, 3, that Holy Spirit, that source. Right? And please, guys, share in the comments. Don't sit back and just listen to me. Please collaborate. Please comment. Please share. If things come into your mind when I am sharing, put them in the comments. Okay? Because it's not Nadine here to save the day. Nadine has attained Christ consciousness and is speaking for the one. Nadine is the spiritual son, right? And we're just going to sit and listen to her. No, it's all of us together contributing, right? That is going to create. Yes, I'm tapped into this power source, and beings that join me get to have a little taste of that, right? Um, no, not Mary Magdalene. Well, the truth is, Yeshua is everything and everyone, right? So I am everything and everyone. So yeah, Mary Magdalene again. This whole twin flame thing, this whole thing where beings think that it's that like this Jesus story, Mary Magdalene, and oh yeah, she was his twin flame. No, she wasn't, right? Um, she was his partner in this life in the physical realm, but his twin flame was the mother in spirit, right? So it's like this. So this, right? So this is the way they show it. So last time it was the masculine in the matter, and then we had the mother in spirit. So when he came back up, he reunited, right, and balanced himself. This time we have the father because it's like this video game. So like 2,000 years ago when Yeshua came and he did everything that he had to do, he was laying out it was like, how do you explain it? It's like he was preparing us for this time around where the mother comes down and then she comes back up and reunites with him. So his mission wasn't finished because he had to reunite with the mother. It's weird. It's like this balancing act. And when they show it to me, it's like this circle with a cross as well. So it's like, it's really strange. It's really strange having to because I have to share with you guys, like, and this is a big part of my mission. I have to share with you guys how I have come to this, because the way that I have come to this is through spirit, and there are no mistakes. So I've come to this information, and I've come to myself in this particular manner, and I have to share that. I have to vocalize that, and I'm still like that 5-year journey. And then prior to that, that 15-year cycle that I've just finished, where I had that awakening where I was plugged into the core of creation, where, yeah, it's just crazy. Everything has happened for myself exactly the way that is meant to. Spirit has laid this path out for myself, and I chose this and I pushed myself. I didn't give up, right? And if you're finding me, you're probably one of those beings that is exactly the same, because we are all of the source and we all have chose to come here for a mission, and we all have an, like, guys, the army that I have behind me, that we have behind us is crazy. We have the light and the dark forces, right? I've balanced the light, the shadow within, right? The shadow, the light, they're just saying it's balance, right? This is balance, right? The masculine, the feminine, the light, the dark, right? I've used all the darkness on my path in order to illuminate, to ascend, right? There is no way on this planet you guys are getting out of here without me. But it takes you, right? So when we look at it from this way, there is no way in hell, because you are in hell right now, you're in the fixed in separation. There's no way in hell you're getting out if it isn't for this knowledge, because it's not about Nadine, it's about the knowledge, right? I am a vessel for this knowledge, but it takes you. So you're not, so it's like, it's up to you. So you choose. This is the path of the true chosen one. There's a lot of beings out there that say, I'm chosen, I'm one of the 144, I'm one of the 144, but you're not if you don't choose this path. Um, it's now, spirit makes me say this stuff to trigger you too. So if I'm triggering you, good. Stick with it, because the triggers are showing you where you're not free. Okay. So this is the message from Christ. I am a vessel, I am a messenger. They're saying I'm the word of God, right? So it's like I'm just speaking from this frequency. And if you choose to ascend, to return home to the one, if you choose, if you show up for yourself, if you invest in yourself, if you do, it's like if you jump through the spirits, through the hoops that spirit is giving you, if you learn from them, you are going to, okay, now they led me to this spiritual discernment. So in time, there's quite a few things that I need to set up, right? Because like I said, for the last 5 years, I have been struggling my way through the darkness, learning who the hell I am, what my mission is, who I serve, all that sort of stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm here to serve those beings that are finding me, right? And those beings that show up, those beings that invest, right? I've had to create a lot of boundaries and for my energy, right? Because this is all about you understanding that you are this powerful force. But right now, with all the separation, with all the deception in your field, you are giving into these programs that are within you that haven't been healed yet. So you are, and then you haven't been taught right, right? You've been programmed by the darkness to feed light into that system, to nourish that system while you shrivel up and die. That's what it feels like, right? It's like you feel drained, right? You just feel so drained. You're doing everything that you've been guided to do, but you still suffer. You are still energetically drained, and there's all these things happening outside yourself that you see, injustices, right? There's things that in this reality, that external reality that you see, that there's this, not a trigger. It's like a trigger, but it's like, Obviously they trigger you, right? Because it's an injustice, it's the darkness. You see so much crap out there that needs to be healed. It doesn't make sense to you why that even exists. Like why can't everything just be amazing because you are this beautiful being? Like why can't everyone just be and act and operate like you, right? And that's not ego, but it's like the beings with the pure hearts will know what I mean, right? Those selfless beings, those earth angels will know what I mean. Like from a very young child, it's always confused you why the world is the way that it is, right? Like why can't everyone just be love, right? And try and help one another? Like why is this? But all that darkness is there, and that's your teachers, and that is there ready for you to begin, right? You're learning. The darkness bombards you because you have all these programs within you that pull that into your reality. So I'm here to share with you the healing and ascension tools so you can begin to release that, release the separation, release the deception. Because it comes down to two things: truth and deception, unity, separation, right? They're the same sort of thing, from the same, right? Truth, Christ, unity on one scale, on one side, and then Antichrist or Satan, ego, lower it's just like, deception, separation. So this creational story, mother, father, everything was perfect. Unity, just consciousness, mind, balance, light, right? And then Sophia had this thought to create, she created, she fell out of alignment with the one. She fell out of alignment with her divine counterpart, the father, right? Then the physical realm was built, right? Her creation created the darkness, the demons, right? But this is a holographic reality, and there is no fear, really. It's just a creational story. It's just a story. There's so many stories out there for us to learn from, but not attached to, right? We have a whole host of people that are trapped in religious programs, trapped in those systems, worshipping this dark creation. Then they're saying ego, in their ego, right? I swear to God, they're not in their ego, but all humanity are because your mind has not been balanced. When in time, when this Christ attunement is available and beings get to access this tree of life. I nearly went to say light, but that's what they this tree of light to enable you to light up, I guess. This ascension program where you get to heal your DNA and attune to this new frequency Earth. In time, when that's available, um, I'll be able to teach you guys all about that. We have beings that have that. We have beings that have eaten that apple that are in resonance with their divine selves, healing to look, it's just magical. It is just magical. Um, but right now, the only way that I can serve you is through my new membership. Now, we have really gone up and down, right, with some changes. And this is all this devil energy as well. So on this journey and the last couple of years, I have made my energy available. And there's been so many lessons, right? But again, this dark energy, it has to be purged. So it has to surface, right? And when it surfaces within our field, we are embodying, right, that. So this is why it's so important to learn and to pay attention and bringing up the shadows, right? The shadow will surface within your field. And so this is all about frequency, right? So the shadow is very much in your field, right? And who you are right now in this moment is because of the frequencies. Yeah, it's very hard because what they're doing, they're bringing up now. So I've shut down my membership for this month. So we have very two memberships, two members lives. Okay. So we have two member lives left for this month. And you guys can't. On the 26th of this month, at the end of January, we have our brand new Patreon portal opening up. We originally were on Patreon, and then I went off Patreon, and now I'm back on Patreon because it's just so much easier. And I've gone through these really intense lessons the last couple of months. Well, last actually, I've only come to this information this month, right? And it's like there's certain ways I serve. And last year and before that, right? I just thought that I had to teach, right? But this Patreon portal is number one, you are getting access to the energy to heal, and you are getting a live stream every month from myself. So the number one thing is the energy that you get access to, so you can heal and release. So I am here to heal my simple as that. I've had a lot of half-assed people show up in my life for the last, like, forever, right? And I bet you guys have too, right? Beings that and these are lessons, right? These are lessons for us. These beings that come into our lives and they make all these promises and then they freaking wound us, right? They slap us in the face, throw us to the ground. It's like, right? And we give so much to these beings because we are these pure hearts, we are these heartfelt beings, we are these earth angels, and we get hurt so much, right? So on this journey, this last 5 years, I've had people, and my whole life, right? I've had people come into my life, and they want what I have. Yes, I want these healing tools. I want to heal like you heal, but they don't show up for themselves. They don't do the inner work. They don't show up and receive the knowledge. Um, so there's a lot of half-assed people around, but I support those beings that support me, basically. So you can support us over on Patreon. Um, now, I'm very excited for the next live stream that we do have on Patreon. It was just 3333 then. 9 people watching. Um, so I'm very excited. So you guys can join us on Patreon. You can join for free for now. And then before next live stream, come and join us, become a member, and see what the God Source has in store for us. Because the thing is, like, Spirit never tells me, I don't get a playlist, right? I just get a peek because I need to be in the now moment, not worrying about the future. And Spirit really, like, wants to keep me in this now moment, right? So Spirit's like, yeah, look, I just get told what I get told when I get told for that moment in time, for that step, right? So so I shut down my membership the other day. Um, there is 2 more live streams, and those live streams may be made available in the Patreon. I am not sure, but that's why join as a free member for now, and then if I do share the members' live streams, you guys can join and get access to them if Spirit wants to make them available. But I do know this is a brand new chapter, and Like spirit always does this. On this 5 years, spirit has really made me cut things loose, right? I've had so many Facebook groups along the way, and like so many students along the way, and but the frequency was getting really low because beings weren't healing, they weren't showing up for themselves, because that's the number one key. They weren't showing up for themselves, and they weren't healing themselves the way that Christ, the God source, was instructing us, right? So they weren't showing up, they weren't doing the inner work, so they were just basically stuff surface within them, and then they were bringing down the frequency of the group, right? And so many times I've had to cut ties and shut down whole Facebook groups and shut down, like I've had to shut down a lot, right? And let go of a lot of people because they just weren't showing up. And I'm here for those beings that are showing up, right? So let me know in the comments, like, are you ready to show up for yourself? Are you ready to do what it takes? So, hey, honesty. Yeah. So, what you can do to receive some of this light is, hang on, let me put the link. I'll put the links in the comment and with all the energetic outputs that are available. So, connect in with all the socials. Number one, come over to YouTube, subscribe, and join the Patreon, become a free member, or sign up. Because the more that you invest in yourself and the more that you support this mission, the more I'll support you, right? So this is a this is literally a journey, right? Where they're just saying God's children. So this is all orchestrated by the one, the mind, the light, right? I have an army of spirit behind me. Like, I'm so fucking powerful, and you guys can be too by just connecting with this, because it's all about you connecting your energy. I wish I could, and in time I'll be able to. Hang on, let me have some water. I might be able to explain it a bit better. So this is all about where your attention goes, energy flows. So showing up here for the free weekly streams, right? Consciously, so again, consciously connecting to this knowledge, right? Pressing like, subscribing, sharing, because the more that you give, the more that you support this mission, and sharing is a big part of this, right? Sharing with those beings that, because we need the beings that are meant for this to find this, to help us, to support us, because this is unity and this is all of us supporting one another, right? They're just saying this is about supporting the Christ, but without all the religious dogma, because the Christ is here to free the world from religion, which is an enslavement system of the dark one. Because to truly be whole, they're saying to immerse yourself in the Holy Spirit, right? Is about you going within, healing to release the deception, tune into a higher truth, right? So you can discern, saying fact from fiction, truth from deception. That's powerful. There's a, yeah, so Sarah, we don't, yeah, so it is scary because this is totally unknown. It is. It's so new. It is so new. But this is where all of our dreams come true. But it's like, and breaking through all that fear and really realizing it's just an illusion, because it's all these systems, these deception systems, and all these false light teachings, um, that have caused this fear. We have beings that are dedicating themselves to a God outside themselves, not realizing that they're operating, that way of operating is operating through this devil energy, right? Through this deception, right? Through they're worshiping something outside themselves, so they are relinquishing their light. They're handing their light over, like, to this being, this creator God, right, who is literally Satan, right? Or the Antichrist, whatever the hell. But this is all about just shifting our focus, all right? And this is about truth. The truth is going to trigger. The truth is going to scare beings, and because they're like, "Oh my god, what the hell? I've been operating the wrong way. I've been operating against myself for my whole life. Like, who am I?" Like, so I'm here to find those beings that want answers, like, who are on this quest for knowledge, who are on this quest to be whole, who are on this quest to merge with the one. Um, balance. Okay, so what they're saying is we've got the higher self God, we have the lower self Satan, right? So it's about healing, using these healing tools, and you can access it through the Patreon. Look, you can join Patreon and start healing right away. That's what Spirit said. Like, the frequency, connect to Patreon, and then we'll have our live stream. If you want to heal right now, join the Patreon. Um, but right now there's not any content in there. But I think definitely we might have to make some streams available. Anyway, I don't know. See, Spirit really just keeps me on my toes, and it's like I never know what's going to happen. And it's like it's moments like this where I'm like saying, "Hang on, Spirit, what like help me here." Um, yeah. So basically, what we have here is just us. They're just saying tuning into the infinite because you are the one. Right now, you are weighed down, you are bogged down, you are fixed in this realm of separation. No matter who you are, if you do not have this Christ attunement, you're in hell. Okay? So there's a lot of beings, and there's a lot of beings with this, and I'm just saying this because this is what the God source, this is the message from the God source. I'm just here to, and this is it. It's like tough love, but I have to tell you the truth. All right, because there's so many beings that are delusional right now, and I very much am delusional. I understand that, but it's because I've made it through, and I've made it out of the illusion. I see the illusion, right? Like, and this is why it's very hard sometimes. Like, I love you, I respect you, I see the light within you, but right now you are trapped in hell, and the Christ is here. So it's up to you to choose to come on this journey, access the tools that you can't access anywhere else to free yourself from the separation, so you can access this powerful spiritual discernment, right? uh, in time, I can't wait to make little online courses and that to share, like, information and knowledge and how you can do this for yourself. But right now it's like I'm just doing one foot in front of the other, and I'm following Spirit 100% of the way. I'm not going off on any tangents to, and this is where the true, like, I did a live stream the other day, the true chosen, why they are broke AF, right? And it's because we choose love. We choose truth. We don't choose shortcuts to make a quick buck, right? The knowledge, the magic, the things that we have to share are out of this world, right? But Spirit is taking us on this journey where we need to turn to ourselves first and see our worth, see how truly, because we in this realm that we've been programmed into, this separation, like, it's like you don't see your worth. So how can you reap the rewards if you don't even think you're worthy? You don't see your value, right? Right now, you're stuck in this system, and everywhere you turn is darkness, despair, and you know you're meant to you're here to help, but you don't know how, and you're doing the very best that you can, serving and keeping that light just flickering, right? I'm here to freaking They're showing me this fireplace, right? And they're saying hearth, right? They're saying hearth, right? The heart, the earth, the heart, like, because you're that, you are this. So what they're showing me is a fireplace anyway. They're saying the hearth, and it's like like the fire is almost going out because you have been like pushing and just doing everything, like everything you are right now is spot on. There are no mistakes because everything is there, ready for you to grow, expand, to light up, right? And it's all these dark teachers, all this darkness there, right? All these lessons there, ready for you to take off, right? I'm here to show you how to do that. But then I'm seeing like this fire thing, like I think I've seen it on old movies, where they like like where you sort of blow the fire and it lights up a bit, right? Right. So this is this breath of God. So I'm here to share with you the breath of God. They usually say the eternal waters, but water puts out fire. So this is a very interesting new angle the Spirit is having me look through. So I'm here to, um, yeah, I can see like a dragon. I can see a dragon in the clouds. Hmm. And we're just talking about fire. I can see a dragon in the clouds, and we're talking about fire, right? Very interesting. I love spirit. See, it's like these moments that it's like, oh my God, it's just so freaking divine. And I have this mission, and it is so freaking divine. I get to set you guys free, but you guys have to choose this. It's like you guys have to choose this. I am here to share with you guys this knowledge and this breath of God, right? This breath of God. And they're saying the breath of God is like this knowledge, this divine wisdom from this all one realm, this realm of unity, right? I'm here to help you light up, right? But at the end of the day, you have to take the knowledge and do what is being taught. You guys have to join that Patreon and access that frequency to begin healing, right? And if if you're like, "Oh my God, I have no money. How am I meant to join a fucking Patreon?" Language again, right? Do what you can, right? Share this information. Like this, support this, show YouTube, show Facebook, show the algorithm that this information is gold, right? It's not all meant to make sense. I'm speaking from this infinite frequency, whereas they're saying this multidimensional frequency where I have to speak from all different angles. This is all about like the perspectives, the journey I've been on. I've had to see things from every angle, right? Um, but I've had to. So anyway, so at the end of the day, the Christ is here. The Christ is sharing the knowledge from the divine. It's up to you to choose to tap in. And like I said, the links are there, connecting with all those socials. That way you can access more light, right? Okay, we're gonna go in a second, but they're saying where your energy attention goes, energy flows, right? So showing up, arming yourself with this knowledge, because this knowledge is the light. This knowledge is here, this sound, right, is coming through to heal you. But if you wish to plug into our collective to learn, grow, evolve, and be a part of this journey, now the members get the information that we get is very deep, like very, very deep. So, uh, be ready for that. Um, And that's spirit's way of showing that. I just oh, hang on. That's spirit's way of rewarding you for showing up for supporting this, right? So now I've unlocked this mission. I'm ready to serve, but I'm ready to, and this is the thing, for the longest time I've been supporting those beings um, that were just draining me. So this is why I've had to put some very powerful boundaries up. And I've had to learn exactly through creation, through spirit, like how this whole energetic thing works, right? Um, and I don't know, it's just amazing. The gist is this is about us unifying and us lighting up the collective. So that's what they're saying. So I'm speaking from this realm of one, from Christ consciousness. I've embodied Christ, and I'm in 0 point. So by you guys connecting to myself, right, consciously, because this is all about us serving the collective consciousness. So by you guys directing your energy into this realm of unity, that will be come back to you, right? Because this is all about energetic balance, giving and receiving, right? So what you give, you get back. So this is all God driven, right? So by clicking that like button, by sharing this, by commenting, you are supporting this mission, hence you are receiving support, right? Um, but if you wish to heal and heal like myself and my collective, join our collective on Patreon. Access the frequency with the paid membership. And again, and they're bringing up, just before I leave, those people that say, "Oh, well, this is from God, you know, we're all aspects of God, this should be free." But no, that will drain my energy and I will be back in the bowels of hell, right? I'm an energy source, right? So just like an electricity company, you have to pay to access this energy, right? And like Spirit's saying, there is little loopholes where you can get a little taste by sharing and commenting and connecting in with all the energetic outputs. It's like this is the way Spirit's really making me see it. And it's like an energy exchange. If you wish to heal the way that myself and my collective are healing, you need to pay for that. You need to invest in that. Because the people that get stuff for free, right, they do not value it, right? And this is it. Like Spirit, if you want what I have, if you want to begin this journey and access this sacred wisdom that has never existed on this planet or that's been suppressed, no, they're saying that's never existed on this planet, come and join the Patreon, become a member. Um, because this is all spirit led, this is all divine, sacred information. And I know a lot of beings don't like it. And yeah, that's very interesting, right? It's like there's a lot of God's children that are entitled little brats because they've been programmed, they've been fed false information, right? And what they're showing me is this, it's like this reflection of that in this reality. Um, with with children that just get spoiled and like oh yeah, you can do that, you can do that, and then they just become this entitled spoiled little brats who think that they can have everything that they want when they want, and they can just tread all over others to get what they want, and that they are on this high horse. Like it's the same sort of thing, right? So it's like this is the truth from the Christ. If you wish to join this journey and tap into this energy and start to heal and release, like if you want healing from me every month 24/7, and those in the collective that are doing the inner work, like we are all healing for one. We are all healing each other, right? And the really exciting thing is, in time, we're going to welcome in a lot of members that have other healing experiences, other knowledge from other pockets of the matrix that I don't have, that other beings currently in the collective don't have, right? So it's like this unification where beings from all walks of life are coming in and they're healing, right? And they are receiving their input from spirit, and they're saying from their particular angle, right? Because we are all aspects of the one. We are all these fractured, the same fractured gods. Um, so it's going to be very interesting that, and also like if like share in the comments who you are, where you're from, what you do, like if you do practice certain modalities of healing and all that sort of stuff. Like share. This is all about sharing who we are, being seen, right, and helping out others, right, but not falling into that trap where you let those beings take advantage of you, soul suckers, those beings that just want something from you without, yeah, at the end of the day, this 2024 month, the year is all about creating energetic boundaries for ourselves, right? Putting up those walls, go within and learn who you are. Heal yourself. So 6 years ago, 7 years ago, before I was healing, I was trapped. I was running off and by all these programs that weren't serving me, and I was initiated in 2019, and I began healing things, receiving input to heal those things on autopilot, so then I could heal other things and more things. Spirit was sending this input to me, and I was building this healing program, started building the foundations of this, what I share. And, so as I healed and I was able to release more at once, and this is what everyone that joins the Patreon will be able to do, right? I was able to release more and more deception, release more and more of those programs, and release those things that I thought I was, and those things that I was tuning into, those things that, oh, yeah, it's just nuts, right? It's just absolutely nuts. Hey, Raluca. All right, so I love you guys. I'm going to get going now and get ready for my members live. Um, okay, so I'm just getting screw it. For those beings that aren't members of the current membership, I think I might make this next member stream available in Patreon, right? So if you wish to access this next member stream that we are going to do, and you are not a current member, subscribe there, Patreon, become a member, and I'll see you guys very soon. Okay. So I'm very intrigued to see what will come through, especially with that new information that we just had at the end in relation to the fireplace, and the breath of life, the breath of God, and that sort of stuff. That was interesting. All right, gotta get going now, guys. Love you, and look, I'm just so blessed that you guys are on this journey with us, because our energy together that is really going to light this world up, because we are here to heal the collective and heal all those before us and the future, right? So this is it's massive. All right, guys.